Hi, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. So in the last video I sort of rebooted my attempt at building a comms relay satellite, and actually kind of rebooted the whole of my save, not in terms of how far I progressed and how much science how far up the science tree I got or anything like that. But I'd wiped out all of the spacecraft that I'd built so far and everything, because the whole safe situation, everything was getting on my nerves. I am still currently on a bit of a build a comms network side quest, which is obviously not going to earn me any more science, I don't believe, and so not going to progress, not going to help me progress up the science tree. But I'm fine with that, because I'm actually having some fun again building rockets and trying to make them work and get into orbit and the like. So this thing really didn't have enough oomph to get into orbit. Also, where's the engine? Lost the engine. Where is it? Oh, that is the engine there. Is it? Wait, what? Wait. Ah, that's what I'm after. Put you there. I wanted to swap that engine out. Use that engine, I think. Put the decoupler back on. Put that back on. Right. So that should give me a bit. Try again. That should give me a bit more control. Now I want. See, I want to put solid boosters on. I'm really not having much luck with solid boosters at all. But let's try anyway. So radial decouplers. Let's start at the bottom there, and a couple more maybe there, and then I want solid boosters. Right, so far so good. And then aerodynamics, let's just cap those off. Right, okay, so we're going to fire the two boosters and also the main engine at the same time. Then we're going to, I still haven't quite decided the best way of decoupling boosters, but we're going to start off by decoupling altogether again. Then we decouple the main stage, then we fire the second stage, then we decouple that, and I think we'll squish those two together because that doesn't make an awful lot of difference. And we're going to call this test 2. And how do I get that to come down and show me? There we go. Right, so I want to save into that folder. Save. Right, hopefully that worked. Right, let's go for launch. Again, this is a test rather than aiming to actually complete the thing. Oh my god, are those boosters like really skew with? They don't look to be on properly, do they? Okay, let's just go back to vehicle assembly building. Oh, I just get so frustrated with the build tools in this. Getting things to snap to where you want them just seems like this endlessly confuses me. It's like I've got decouplers there, so I obviously want. Oh, for goodness sake! I had two. Give me two. I obviously want the boosters on those decouplers, but it seems no. Look. Oh, for goodness sake! Seriously? But it doesn't seem there's an easy way of... I don't know if I'm just missing out on something, but there doesn't seem to be an easy way of telling it, look, I obviously want these boosters on these decouplers. I mean, it seems like an obvious thing to do. You think it'd be... Why is that not working? Is it just me? That one's on properly, but that one's off to the side. How am I supposed to get those? Can I can't really grab the... yeah, it's just not on there properly. How do I tell it to get on there properly? Right, that looks on properly to me. Okay, that looks okay on that side, and that looks okay on that side. Okay, right. Let's just make sure we save. And of course it wants to save into a different folder again, because that makes sense. Right, launch. Right, that looks a little bit better, I think. Right, stability on. Let's go about 2/3 thrust on the main engine, and off we go. Right, we're off the pad faster, that's for sure. So far so good. So the idea of these boosters is to try and punch through this first bit of thick atmosphere. And I think actually what I should do is up the thrust on the main engine just before I dump them, and hopefully I'll get away from them faster. Oh, I've got this horrible feeling it's going to take out my rocket. Hey, got away with it. Right. I do like the way they take each other out. Oh no, it's going to flip over. It's flipping over. It's flipping over. Oh, for pity's sake. Come on. There we go. Right. Once we're free of the atmosphere, it seems to behave better. Right, just looking for where apoapsis is going to end up. 67, 68. I think I want to see that about 100. As usual. Okay, it's looking a bit better. Good. Right, let's just throttle down on that for a moment. Right. Set an alarm. Hang on. So kind of what I wanted to do was add a maneuver. Just as a way of practicing. Oh my god, the camera controls on this just... Dear God. Okay, close. Oh, why have I not got any control? Apparently I don't have any control anymore. Don't tell me I'm... And there we go. Okay, so I can't turn if the engine isn't firing for some reason. Figure that one out next. It could be I'm out of electrical. No, it can't be. Lost track of where my burn is supposed to be. Right, there we go. Let's go. There's the first stage, fire the second stage, keep the burn going. Keep the burn going, doing okay. And we're in orbit. And I've also actually finally looked it up, and it said an X to do the all on all off thing. Right, so I want to deploy that, and also let's do that. Now, do you know what? This is looking quite good. I'm kind of pleased with this. Now the question is, I think my keyboard is out of. Oh, I know what I should do. I haven't done. Is can I right click? Oh, I can't quite get it. Go on. Extend the antenna. There we go. Right. So next question is right, definitely do have an orbit. Let's just burn and up the apoapsis. Oh, why are you going back up there? Turn back. What? No, that went too far. Shit. There we go. Right, let's see where that's taken us. Ooh. Well, that's quite a way out. That wasn't quite what I had in mind. But actually, maybe that's not so terrible. Maybe that's actually quite a fun idea. Okay, here's my plan. Let's warp out. And I don't know that I've got enough fuel to turn this orbit into a circle, but maybe I can raise the periapsis up to about the height of the moon's orbit or something like that. We'll see. So let's head out and then see if we can turn this into something interesting. Let's just stop there a second. So what I want to know is if I do a... Hang on, let's try to have a... here we go. Let's just... Right, we've got no maneuvers. I want to add a maneuver. Right, what happens if I... sort of burn like that. Okay, just experimenting. Let's see if I can get something that gives us a kind of... Oh no, that looks interesting. What about something like that? Do I have enough fuel? I do. Right, that burn is in about 3 hours. Let's add an alarm. Oh, add alarm. Okay, I may have added. Right, maneuver. Oh, keep hitting the wrong damn thing. There we go. So let's warp up to it. And hope I actually keep sight of the... no, hang on. Is my keyboard out of range, or have I lost power? I can't have lost power. I can't turn. Oh, trying to turn it and... Ah, there we go. Oh, it's very slow getting going. Okay. Oh, wrong way. Up, 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 up. Well, nose down, but... Right, so that's kind of the attitude I want when I get out there, right? Wow, it's only a 5-second burn as well. That seems crazy. Okay, let's warp out there. If this works, this will have turned into a bit of a success. I've got to be careful. I think my keyboard keeps... Right, okay, cool. I think my keyboard keeps going out of range, so I don't want to miss this burn. Okay, keyboard's definitely working. Definitely got sight of the sun. So this is just about testing the technology, putting a relay satellite out in deep space. Deepish space. Kind of deep space. Getting ready. Don't let me down now, keyboard. Don't let me down now, Dave. Still got quite a bit of fuel. Oh, I think I overshot. That doesn't matter too much. Yes. Okay. So, I don't think it can see whatever's on the moon at the moment. Oh, that's a really nice orbit. But it's always outside. Right, so I'm going to lose that. Although I suppose it's a worry that that thing's going to chase it forever now. So I'm hoping this thing will always have power and just always work as a relay. And hopefully it'll see whatever's on the moon at some point. Let's speed things up a bit. Throw it around an orbit quickly. Oh. See if we get a green line to the moon at some point. Going to get a green light or anything on the moon? Apparently not. But I'm also thinking when I send spacecraft back out to the moon, hopefully if I have a couple more of these in interesting orbits, I'll always have the dark side of the moon covered. Like there. Let's just stop there. So that should relay, right? You'd think it would relay. Interesting that switch to you. Oh, it's kind of dark here. But presumably... Oh, it could just be it doesn't... because it's got a direct line of sight at the moment to Kerbin. Maybe it's just not drawing the arrow, the green lines in. But I think that actually nicely illustrates the idea, though. If I had something orbiting around the back, it would hopefully see that and relay off it. That's my idea. We'll see. So I think I'm going to launch a couple more of these. I'm not going to do it in this video, but I may launch a couple more of these and try and put them in, you know, quite different orbits, so we should always see the back of the moon at some point. Okay, that was kind of successful. I think that was successful. I felt successful. I mean, especially considering I wasn't actually aiming to get out there this time around anyway. Cool. Okay, so yeah, we'll then throw out ComNet 2 and ComNet 3. I think it feels like 3 might be enough if I can space them out nicely. But let's go back to the Space Center. Yeah, I think a couple more of these, so I'm not in danger of losing spacecraft or losing control of spacecraft round the back of the moon, and then we're going to be back to trying to get some science on the moon. That feels like the right way of doing things. It feels like a fun way of doing things. It feels like pretending to have a proper science-based space program. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough for now, so thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.